Welcome to Cook30 for Kids. I'm Chef Jeremy Dixon from the Revive Cafes in Auckland, New Zealand, and today I'm going to share with you some delicious food that you can cook in your very own home kitchen, and people will think it came from a restaurant. Today I have three very special people with me. Welcome to Cook30 for Kids, guys. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So we have Xiang from China, we have Tim from Illinois, and Anjali all the way from Arkansas. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're going to ask these guys a few questions before we start so you can get to know them a little bit better. So first we'll start with Xiang. So you come from China, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And where in China do you come from?
Wuhan, a north part. Yes, small city. Yeah,
Yep.
just like that.
Small city? How many million people in your small city?
No. Yeah, just like 1 million, like.
Oh, 1 million. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
That's a small city in China. That's great. Well, welcome to America.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you like America?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
And what are you doing?
enjoying the.
What are you doing over here?
Oh, study.
Study. Don't you study?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, welcome along.
Yeah, thank you.
And here we have Tim from Illinois. Welcome, Tim. So,
Thank you.
So just get to know Tim. Oh, yeah, I've got a surprise question for you.
Okay.
So what's your favourite animal?
Dogs.
Dog? Did you have a dog at home?
Yeah.
What sort of dog do you have?
Beagle.
A beagle. They're really cute dogs, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've apparently got really good good sniffers, haven't they?
Yeah.
You see them at the airports all the time. That's great. And what's your dog called?
Caramel.
Caramel. Is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel or caramel.
Fantastic. And Anjali, what's your favourite animal?
My favorite animal is a puppy. I like.
A puppy as well?
Yeah.
Do you have a puppy?
No, not yet.
What sort of puppy would you like if you had one?
Maybe a golden retriever.
Golden retriever, they're lovely dogs, aren't
Yeah,
they?
I like them.
Well, do you realise puppies do grow into dogs, so
Yeah.
not puppies forever.
Yeah.
And Xiang, what's your favourite animal?
Cat.
Cat?
Yeah.
Do you have a cat back at home?
No.
And what sort of cat do you like best?
All the cat.
All the cats?
Yeah, they're cute.
Oh, they're great. Excellent. So, guys, what is on the menu today?
Well, we have cauliflower and mint fritters with tangy quinoa salad. That's really good.
And for dessert, we have watermelon and strawberry slushy. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, guys, let's get cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is the cauliflower. So we're going to make these beautiful little fritters with cauliflower and mint. Does that sound like a good combination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really good. So let's get into it. So to make the cauliflower, we are just going to, we just want to pre-boil it first because cauliflower comes out looking pretty raw and tasty. Have you guys tried cauliflower before?
Yes.
Yes.
So as it's raw, as you can see, it's just a little bit, have a try a little bit. Try some.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a bit kind of rawish, so we want to just steam it a little bit first. So what we're going to do is going to chop a bit off here. And Anjali, if you can just chop this
Sure.
into we just want to chop it into little bits. So just put the knife through it, keep your fingers away.
So should we cut the whole cauliflower up?
No, just that bit will be enough.
Okay.
So we probably want bits that are probably no bigger than this here, okay? So we want to have it
Okay.
kind of minced almost. So if you want to cut all that off there, now put this away and get that chopped, that'd be great.
Okay.
Get it underway. Wash your hands, that's brilliant. Oh yeah, before we start, that's one thing I forgot. We want to make sure we wash our hands, it's very important.
Yeah.
To make sure we don't spread disease. We've got a clear counter here. We've got pots on the stove that we need. We've got water just boiled in the jug. And all our ingredients out, great attitude, and we're ready to go. So yes, if you can get into that there, that'd be great. I'm going to put some boiling water. Xiang, can you grab some boiling water out of the jug there?
Yeah, sure.
And just pour it into this back pot. So pour about half of it into there.
Half? Okay.
Half of the water. And we're going to boil that there. Whoop, got the gas on there, yep, that's great. You can pour faster if you want.
Okay.
That's great, keep going. And so we're just going to first thing we're going to do is steam this cauliflower just to get it kind of underway. Second job we want to do is cook quinoa. Have you guys heard of quinoa before?
Yes.
So you can kind of think it's called kind of quinoa, but it's actually pronounced quinoa.
Is that enough?
That's perfect, yep.
Okay.
Put it back on there. And you can actually get these little mixed quinoa. So this is actually a mixture of black and red and white quinoa. Doesn't it look very beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so this is
yummy.
for a nice salad. So just to give it a bit of extra colour, this combination will work really well. So the recipe to make quinoa is 1 to 2. So basically if you have 1 part of quinoa to 2 parts water.
Oh.
So we're going to cook, we'll see how much this fills up here. And we're going to cook all of this. So this will probably be about 2 cups, but we'll just double check. So we'll empty that in there. How much is that? That is 1.5 cups. So how much water should we put in?
3.
Yeah, 3.
3, yeah, that's great.
3 cups.
So I'll put this in here, and Shang, if you can put 3 cups of boiling water in there,
Okay.
and put it in there as well. That's great. Oh, look at this very fine cauliflower there. And Tim, if you want to grab the cauliflower that's fine, and you can put it in this pot at the back here, that'd be great. It's great getting all these kids working for me. I just have to sit here and talk. It's brilliant. That's great. So the quinoa is a really, really fast cooking grain. It's very healthy for you, full of protein, and that will probably only take around about 12 minutes to cook. So it's a really fast cooking grain that's really good when you haven't got much time. And it's kind of, you can use it like rice, so you can use it in a salad or under a curry or anything like that. Oh, do you get boiling water? Oh, sorry, boiling water from the jug.
Oh, jug. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, that's okay.
It's okay.
So tip that one out and use boiling water, that's okay.
Yeah,
You can use hot water if you want, but by using boiling water, it just means the cooking process is going to be a lot quicker. Okay. So that's just really handy because we've only got 30 minutes to cook this delicious meal. So I'm just going to turn the gas on there, get the thing pre-warmed up, get the gas warmed up. The cauliflower's coming along well. Look at that wonderful fine chopping. So with a sharp, it's really important to have a sharp knife at home. And if you do want to use sharp knives, it's a great skill to be able to learn to use a sharp knife. But it's really important that you ask your parents first to make sure they supervise and you kind of get used to it. It doesn't happen overnight, so give it a go. And obviously a sharp knife is actually safer than a blunt knife because a sharp knife will go where you want it to go, but a blunt knife might, you know, go off the edge and get your fingers. So a good sharp knife is really good.
I'm having fun cutting this.
That's great.
Doing
So we're
a good
going
job.
really well.
Thank
Got a
you.
cup and a half, got 3
yeah,
cups there.
I think, yeah.
3 cups, accurately measured, very accurate Chinese precision there. That's brilliant. So pour it in
Yeah,
there.
okay.
That's brilliant. And when we're cooking quinoa, the same rules as rice apply. So basically, yeah, 1 part quinoa to 2 part water. Another rule is we're going to put the lid on. We're going to use the absorption method. So we want that water to end up going into the quinoa, not kind of evaporating out the top.
Oh, yeah.
And also we want to make sure that we don't stir it.
Yeah.
Because when it's cooking, little steam holes will appear that'll cook the rice.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
will, and that we don't want to disturb that. So don't stir it, leave the lid on. So you want to start off with full heat. Once it's kind of bubbling, you turn it down just to a gentle simmer. And a simmer is when it's kind of just bubbling. So that should go very well. Doing a great job transferring that there. Look at this wonderful fine cauliflower. If we make the cauliflower too big, it's going to kind of help the fritter. The fritter's going to break apart. So nice and soft is excellent.
Okay.
That's great. Brilliant, lovely job. So next job is onions. So we're going to basically try off some onions. We'll get this cauliflower finished first. And onion is a great sweet way to make these fritters taste really sweet. So we're going to fry off some onion. I might just do, if I can share half your board there, just get these underway. There we go. So I'll just do it quickly. So, and we're going to use a red onion because it gives a lot of colour and makes it a bit more interesting. So I'll just chop this one here just for time's sake. There we go. Tim, can you put a tablespoon of olive oil in that pan there?
I can't wait to taste this.
It's going to taste really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
There, the counter. So I'm just going to just dice an onion like that. Excellent. And we'll turn that gas on there as well. So we've got 3 pots on the stove. 1 cooking cauliflower, 1 cooking quinoa, and 1 that is going to saute these onions.
Wow, that's a lot.
Very cool.
Good though.
Yeah.
So you used to cook a lot of rice in China, do you?
Yeah, we cook a lot of rice in China.
How do you cook rice? How do you prepare rice?
Yeah, we just use the machine to make rice.
The rice cooker,
yeah,
exactly,
rice
yeah.
cooker is very easy.
So rice cooker is a very easy way to
Yeah.
make it, so that's brilliant. I use a rice cooker sometimes, but actually in our cafes we use a rice cooker. But I find it just as easy just to do it on the pot like this.
Oh,
It kind
yeah, easy.
and using brown rice or things that kind of takes
Yeah.
longer. How long does it take to cook white rice generally?
Just 15 minutes. in
15
China.
minutes?
Yeah.
So it probably takes about 30 minutes to cook brown rice or slightly longer. So brown rice, which is healthier, does
Yeah.
take slightly longer.
Yeah, it's good.
So we can hear these are starting to sizzle. Cauliflower's nearly finished. I'm actually just going to use half this big onion or 1 small onion because this is a massive red onion, so that's all we need. And next ingredient is garlic. So Xiang, I'll get you to press this garlic. So just garlic will add a lot of flavour. So if you want to
Oh, yeah.
just
Yeah,
use garlic, do you in China?
Yeah, I know.
You don't?
Not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
You
mom-
can press that into the
Okay.
into the onions there.
My mom uses
Yeah,
a
nice
lot
and
of
strong.
garlic in Indian cooking.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
great.
I love garlic.
Has a really good smell.
Brilliant. Okay, so these are sauteing along,
Okay.
and showing if you can just kind of keep that stirring as well,
Yeah.
so it doesn't burn.
Yeah,
so that can be,
right.
that can be your job to stir that.
Yeah.
Tim's doing the cauliflower, and we're nearly finished there. Look at that. Great ingredients. Great, you guys are great help in the kitchen.
Thank
At
you.
any time
you.
at home you want to be a help to your mother or father if
Yeah.
they cook, you know, get in there and help them chop things and prep things, clean things, because many hands make light work, don't they?
And you
Look at
cook
that.
faster.
And it cooks faster, exactly. Dinner will be on the table in no time at all.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Just some onions there. Brilliant. So, we're going to now make our batter for our fritters. So I've just got a bowl here, and my favourite flour to use is chickpea flour. Have you guys heard of chickpea flour before?
Yeah. Yeah.
Besan flour?
Oh, no.
Okay, chana flour,
Maybe?
maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's kind of different names for it. Basically, it's just ground up chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and they make this beautiful flour called, they call it garbanzo bean flour, chana flour,
Oh, yeah.
chickpea flour. It's all the
Yeah,
same
see.
thing. And you can find it in Indian shops, or you can find it in all the supermarkets these days. It's really good.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, so it's great. So if you can measure out 1 cup of that,
Sure.
and Tim, if I can get you to get this cloth and just kind of give us a little bit of a wipe down here, just so we can use the board again, that'd be great. Try not to, spray it too much everywhere. 1 cup of chana flour. We're also going to add, just for a little bit of flavour, we're going to add this green Thai curry paste. And I use this quite a lot. It's just for a little bit of extra bump of flavour. You can get red curry paste, yellow curry paste, green curry paste, Penang curry paste. There's actually some other ones as well. You can find them in the supermarket, and some of them do come with seafood or oyster sauce in them, so you want to avoid those ones. But most of them these days generally are very vegetarian, so which is really good.
So where do we pour the chickpeas from?
I just put it in the bowl there.
Okay.
And Tim, if you can put 1 teaspoon of that there, that'd be great.
Okay.
Just put it in there, we'll mix it up shortly. Brilliant. Actually,
It
2
smells
teaspoons
good.
actually. We'll do 2 teaspoons. Let's go a bit more of an extra Thai flavour. This one I know is actually quite a mild one, but some of them can be more as well. So Tim, if you can grab a cup of water from the tap, and I'll
It
get you...
smells really good.
It does, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You can be the mixer person, so just
Okay.
wait for the water to come first. Brilliant. So put about half the water in first, half a cup, and now start stirring. And the reason for that is if you don't want it to go lumpy, you want to generally start with a little bit of moisture, kind of get a paste, and add more water. If you throw all the water at once with the flour, you'll end up with kind of water and kind of lumps. So that's how you want it to go. Look at that. Excellent. How are the onions going?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, brilliant. Look, they're coming really, really
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm going to pour the rest of this water in
Very
now.
nice.
Smelling
Yeah,
good.
Stirring.
that
Oh, nice
smells
flashing.
good.
Brilliant.
Smells awesome.
I'm also going to add in, let's just clean my knife here, excuse me. Oh, nice job of the board there, Tim.
Thank you.
I'm just going to add some cilantro, and we're going to add some cilantro stalks. So with cilantro, or coriander as they call it where I come from, you've got kind of this leafy bit here, and you've kind of got this stalky bit here. These stalks have amazing flavour, so we're going to cut these up and really finely. So cut about half of it and use the stalks. We'll just chop off the end bits and just chop these really finely. And this will go into with the onions, just to get a light saute, sorry. There. And these we'll reserve later for garnish.
So what's the difference between saute and saute?
Haha. Saute, like as in sawing, is like this. We're basically making the onions soft, and saute is like a peanut sauce. So one's a noun and one's a verb. That's looking beautiful there. So we can now put in the onions, if you want to get the onions, and tip it into there. So pick the pan up
Okay.
and slide it in there. That's great. Try and do it the other way so the cameras can see.
Yeah, okay. Other way?
Yep. Oh, yep, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. Yep, just pour it in there, tip it up. So this is really, really good flavour.
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Smells
Colourful,
even better.
too.
exactly. So as you can see, we're building lots of different flavours. Now, this is a very hot pan here. I might use a towel here. So the cauliflower's had a couple of minutes here.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm just going to drain this through a colander. You can turn the gas off there, that
Okay.
bottom right one. What's the bottom one?
What one?
The first
Bottom
one.
one,
Oh,
other
yeah.
bottom. So we're just going to get this through a colander and we're just going to pour this through here. So we've got this cauliflower just lightly cooked. And just drain as much water as possible. So we've got this beautiful cauliflower, and as you can see, that is now kind of cooked.
Yum.
And it just gives a nicer flavour when it's cooked than when it's kind of raw. Because when we cook the fritters in the pan, we don't cook them for too long.
So should we mix this together?
Mix it together. We're also going to add some salt. So Tim, if you can add half a teaspoon of salt. That's a 1 teaspoon measure, so you want half of that one there. Put some salt in. Got the curry paste in there. Got the cilantro, the onions. What's missing? The mint.
Yum.
Yeah.
So mint is one of my most favourite herbs, and it's actually really good for savoury applications. So you can buy it in the supermarket like this. At the moment there's not too much around, but we're just going to pull off these leaves from this mint plant. And a few from this one is here as well. And we're just going to slice it up and just going to add this as well. Can you smell that? Doesn't that just smell amazing?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're just going to I'll just chop this up finely, so it's going to be in the fritter.
My mom uses mint to make mint rice.
Mint rice, that's a really good combination.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great. So we've got the cilantro and the mint in here, and it gives it a wonderful, wonderful flavour. So mix that up. That's great. If you've just joined us on Cook30 for Kids, we are cooking up a storm in the kitchen. We have Anjali from Arkansas, we have Xiang from China, and Tim from Illinois. So guys, what is on the menu today?
Well, we have cauliflower and mint fritters with tangy quinoa salad.
And for dessert, we have watermelon and strawberry slushy. That's great. Sounds
good.
great. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Love it.
Okay, so we've made excellent progress on our meal, so we're ready to start the fritters. I'm just going to get a paper towel. I'm just going to wipe this pan. We don't need to use a new pan, we can just use the same one. So we're just going to wipe it out here, like that, and just to kind of give it a mini clean.
I'm sure that saves you time for washing dishes later.
It sure does,
Yes.
exactly.
Less dishes.
Yes.
Exactly, and I've got some oil spray down here. And oil spray is great to use because you can get a really even coating of oil. There you go.
Would
Without
any
using too
kind of
much.
oil work?
Any kind of oil would work, yep. And we're just going to get these fritters, and I'll do the first one. So as you can see, they look really yummy, don't they?
Yeah.
And we're just going to basically put these on the oil like this. Oh, I better turn the gas on, that might help.
Yum.
Actually, before I do, this is looking, it's not quite frittery enough. I'm going to actually add a little bit more water. And we just get this out here. Whoop. As you can see, chefs make mistakes sometimes too. Just a touch more water. And just to give it a bit more of a, you kind of want to make sure it's kind of got a creamy texture so it'll all stick together. There we go. Just that little bit of water makes a difference. And we're just going to put this in here on the oil. And these will take a couple of minutes per side. Whoops. If they kind of fall off, put them together. So you want about 1 big tablespoon kind of dollops like that.
Yum.
These are really kind of original. You've probably never had cauliflower mint fritters before, so these are really, really nice.
I never have. Me neither. They look good.
Yeah,
They look good. So a couple minutes per side and they'll be done. So hopefully they'll hold together. The hardest part is getting them to hold together, so hopefully they're going to hold together well. Okay, let's have a look at this quinoa. Is this finished now?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I think it is. We've got to turn it down.
Wow.
It's kind of overcooked, I think. And it should be good. So as you can see, the quinoa is nice and cooked now. So now we can make a salad out of it. So this bowl here is a really nice rustic wooden bowl. What do you think?
It looks awesome.
So we're just going to put lots of ingredients in here. So we've got this quinoa.
Looks like a good salad bowl.
It's my most favourite salad bowl. It's brilliant. So we're just going to grab the quinoa and we're going to tip this out into the bowl.
The quinoa looks really hot.
Yes. There we go.
It's hot.
As you can see, it's all
Pretty
kind of
good.
puffed up. It's a beautiful little ingredient for a salad.
Awesome.
So we're just going to put some really yummy ingredients in it. So firstly, Tim, if I can get you just to take the lid off that and drain the liquid out of the olives. And if you can do it with the same shung, if you can just drain them
I
out,
can
put your
do
fingers over the end.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll get you to chop up some red pepper here.
Okay.
So if you can just chop it up and dice it as kind of fine as you can,
Okay.
that'd be
What,
great. So just kind
what
of
about
halve
these?
it and dice it up. Cool. Yep, so pour them into the quinoa.
Red Greek olives.
Yep, all of the olives. They're Kalamata olives and they're pitted, so they haven't got pits in them. They're kind of the nicest ones. Again, if you don't like olives, it's not, you can leave them out if you want. And that's the best thing with salads, you can just put your favourite ingredients. Tim, can I open this can?
Okay, what do we
There
do
should be a
for
can
this?
opener behind the blender there. Yep, just empty the...
Okay.
So these are capers, and they're really yummy little kind of ingredients that we're adding in here. You guys want to try one? Try a caper. Try one of those and see what you think. Amazing flavour, eh?
Pretty interesting. Tangy.
Quite tangy. So capers are really nice. They're kind of like an olive, I suppose. Oh, we better flip these here. Yep, just put it in the bin here. So Shang, see if you can flip these. If you can just basically get this.
Oh, yes.
And then just flip it like that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
You can do that?
Yeah, I can do it.
So drain this?
Easy.
That
Yep,
looks
so
delicious.
drain the corn. We've got some
so
canned corn.
great.
And we're just draining that, putting your hands over the end and draining the liquid out. Look at that lovely diced capsicum there. And then we're going to, throw that in the salad there, Tim. That's great.
Ooh, the colours look awesome.
Brilliant.
Wow, I like
And then
the
Tim, I'll get you to
colours.
put some lime juice in. Lime juice is really yummy, so if you can squeeze those into the salad. And instead of making a dressing, we're just going to put a few ingredients that are going to make it yummy. So we've got lime juice as kind of part of the dressing. We're just going to put a dash of olive oil in as well. There we go. And I'm going to put in just a little bit of salt. There is a lot of salty things there with the olives and the capers, but just a little bit of salt in there just to help it go around. We've got some colour happening here, and we've got some avocado coming up here. So I'm just going to get this avocado. Avocado is probably a great ingredient to make any salad taste amazing.
I love the colours.
Exactly, it's great. So we're just going to take the skin off the avocado.
I'm so glad God made colours.
God
Me
made
too.
some amazing colours, didn't he? He's amazing. Let's twist off the... Come on, can't get it off, I'll just chop it off. Should have taken the stone out before I did that. I'm just going to chop this up into little fine things there. That's great. If you can do another lime, Tim, that'd be good. I'll just cut it for you. Oh, there we go. We've got congestion on the chopping board. You know things are going well then. So just some roughly chopped avocado.
I can't wait just to sit down and eat.
Me too. It's going to be
That's
good.
brilliant. So let's wash my hands, wash this off. So it's really yummy. That's great, look at that. So you can put those on this platter,
Oh, it's down.
and I'll get you to do another batch. So just put them onto there, just put them onto there, and see if you can do another batch. Here's some more for you. That's out the way, you can put that on there, give you a little station here. So just put a little bit of a spray before you start.
Okay.
Do we add the bell peppers into the salad?
We do, put the bell peppers in. So Tim, if I can, we're going to do the smoothie now, so Tim, if I can get you to grab the watermelon and some strawberries, and we're going to make a really nice slushy to go along with this.
Yeah.
So if you can use a spoon here and just start mixing that up.
Okay.
And we've got a watermelon here, thanks Tim, and if you can get some frozen strawberries as well. I'm just going to wipe the knife because we don't want any onion stuff on the watermelon.
Wow, this looks delicious.
Through the middle here, like that. Whoa! Look at that. I expected to get a red watermelon, and I ended up getting yellow watermelon. Didn't read the label properly. What's the chance of that? How cool. But that's going to make it cool, so all we do, if something like this happens,
Yellow watermelon.
we just change the, we just change the name of the recipe. Well, it's still going to be a watermelon and strawberry slushy, so it's now going to be very yellow and very red, so it's going to look different. Huh. That's very funny.
I've
So
never tasted yellow watermelon before.
neither have I.
have once.
What's it taste like? Let's have a look.
Tastes really good.
It tastes exactly like red watermelon.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
Tim, if you can put about half of those strawberries into the blender,
Is this well
I'm going
mixed?
to roughly cut this here. That is very well mixed, that's great. So if you can give it, rather than press it down, if you can give it a bit of a fluff up so it kind of sits naturally. You don't want to press salads down, you want things to fall with gravity. Here we go, and some more lime juice for the smoothie as well, the slushy. It's just a really nice, cool drink.
That looks
Look at
much
that.
better.
It looks beautiful. It does, and we'll add a bit of herbage to that shortly. And we're just going to blend that. Tim, if you can push the go button, hit the high button, and we'll blend the slushy. We'll keep going eventually. Keep going. I think you can push stop now. And there we go, the slushy's finished.
Yum.
The fritters haven't got long to go. We'll finish those in the break and the salad is
Yeah,
done.
okay.
This meal is going to be delicious.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. It's look.
And there you have just 30 minutes, this delicious meal. And you know this will taste good and you can cook this at home. It's so easy. Do you guys have fun today?
Yes, this is awesome.
Great.
That's great. Well, Tim, can you say grace for us?
Sure. Our Father in heaven, thank you for this food and thank you that we can have fun cooking it. Amen.
Amen. Let's eat. Do you want to, Zhang, try
Yeah.
serve up the quinoa?
Yeah.
I'll serve up
Sure.
these lovely fritters. So this this cauliflower and mint combination is really delicious. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Try them.
Oh, thank you.
Here we go. So these are really easy to cook at home. You can find the
Thank you.
recipes in the Cook30 for Kids cookbook, and it is really delicious. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And healthy as well. I mean, you want to have lots of energy and vitality. God wants us to have good health. So eating these whole food ingredients can taste good and be good for you as well.
It's really good.
It's awesome.
Good. That tastes delicious.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time on
Cook30 for Kids.